Hello guys, this is Terry from Genkigamingtv and we're back with another new video. In this video we are going to do a review of Yokai Watch Shadowside episode 1. But it was just so electric, guys. That first episode may have seemed like not a lot actually occurred, but in reality, a lot actually happened. Because in the first part, we were introduced to Bachi, which is basically a spirit of a bully that bullies other bullies. And it's such an interesting concept. Trying to find the Yokai Watch Shadowside wiki here, so I can get some pictures to upload while I'm doing this. But yeah, it's just so mind-blowing how they introduced the fact that both Natsume and Keisuke are both the children of Keita or Nate and Katie Fisher, or Katie Forrester. Don't know why I have Fisher in my head, but let's move on. I think it was already told in the actual movie that they were the kids, but that might be beside the point. And Natsume and Keisuke are joined by Toma and Akinori, who are our other main characters. So character design wise, everything looks amazing and so fluid, and the new Whisper is great. He is like the greatest thing in the world. The whole butler slash head butler design was thrown over end with this, with actually giving him a proper suit and a proper, like, I won't say structure, but actually having him be tall, or kind of lean in a general sense. And I guess this is technically episode 1 and 2's discussion, but the bully Buncho, or the bully, that basically became a that is a yokai that bullies bullies, is actually based off of a pretty significant, I want to say folklorish rumor, because that's kind of like what it's based off of. And there were a lot of references to older Yokai Watch episodes, into like the elders of the Yokai Watch world, into basically the kings that initially ushered in that period of peace. But Keisuke didn't want to believe that the yokais were actually a thing. He actually met Shadowside Whisper and Michi, which is basically Slimamander. And basically the light side and the shadow side forms, they are rather different. It's like the shadow side forms are meant for combat, while the light side forms are really meant for everyday stuff, just in general. And Michi is actually a nickname that derives straight from the Slimamander name, which is Mitsumata Nozuchi. Basically, Natsume calls Slimamander Michi, and that's abbreviation of this etymology. But yet, he's what I would call your white knight in this, because he's like, I must always defend my princess, or something to that extent. Which was kind of funny in the episode. And I've already talked about Whisper kind of having more of a eerie slash butler appeal. I honestly want to call this whisper the head whisper, just due to his overall redesign. Of course, Bolo Bancho, Jibanyan, and Koma-san, they were all in this episode as well. And new Jibanyan is going to throw off a lot of people who are the fan of the cutesy style of Jibanyan. But I'm pretty happy with how he looks in the Shadowside form. It's kind of like a taller, slender, or taller, skinnier version of Ruby SJ, which is neat to get, because you don't really, well, you see tons of different variations, but it's nice to see a variety here. I like the different art style being used for these forms. And Koma-san is finally what Koma-san was supposed to be. I was so excited when I saw this. It's like Oh My Swirls to a higher degree. He actually looks like a shrined lion dog, like a true legitimate guardian, which is awesome. Something I was not really expecting. I went into this without seeing much of the promotional art, but let's talk a little bit more about the first episode itself. Keisuke freaking out and finding out that his best friend Kenji, who was deceased what seems like a few weeks before, is actually the bully Bancho, the one hunting down the bullies and defeating them. And Keisuke runs into a gang, and the gang tries to basically beat Keisuke down. They actually do punch him and strike him. Even one of the gang, well, the gang's leader was possessed by some weird yokai dart or arrow that changed him into a yokai himself. But Bole Bancho, or Kenji, kind of saved everyone in the situation, because the fight would have ended differently if it wasn't for this particular bond or this situation. And it also caused Keisuke to receive the Bole Bancho arc, or medal, or medallion, whatever you want to call it. It's a key now. And the root of Bole Bancho, or the Bole part, refers to a ghost or departed soul, while the Bancho is like a gang leader, a leader of a team of delinquents. The synergy of the cast overall is excellent. I have to say, this was well worth the change from your happy-go-lucky Nate, Whisper, and Jibanyan to something a little darker that I really felt like may have been needed. And our buddy Bole Bancho does not have a light side form, or a light form as of yet. But we've only seen the first 2 episodes, and I did reference Toma, who has yet to get a yokai. Everyone else basically has a yokai, but as of right now, he does not have his own direct yokai arc like Natsume or Keisuke. But in episode 2, Akinori, the guy who looks like a omyoji or a Buddhist monk, he gets his first yokai. And I love this kid's design. And I love the fact that multiple times he asked Keisuke to join the Yokai Detective Agency. I think that plays off so well with his character design and structuring. But in episode 2, there was a yokai bike that was causing the trouble. I'm just flipping through because I want to have all of my information straight. It was called The Bike Ridden by the Dead. That's what the episode was titled. And I have to check something here because I'm basically doing live translation. And since I don't know a lot of the kanji, it does make this a little harder. The episode title is Shisha no Noru Jitensha, or The Bike Ridden by the Dead. And the use of dead in this is referring to someone that like just recently passed, or a soul that just recently departed. And the scenario or the summary that goes with this one per se is actually rather brilliant. It basically starts out with a mysterious bike attacking different children. It turns out the bike was attacking children that traveled the same route as its owner, and it wasn't attacking out of spite. It was marking them with an X to prove that so-and-so isn't my owner. So the bike marked Keisuke, it marked some cram school student, marked a small child, and I think it marked 2 other people. But the bike's name is Chili, which was the name given to him by his owner. And as some of you know, Chili is another word for bike. Like the Mama Chili brand of bikes that are the ones you see the moms and dads carrying the small children around in Japan. But Chili was defeated by Koma-san's dark side, and they decided to help Chili find Chili's owner after a touching little story. Turns out the owner was in an accident, but the owner then went to Hawaii and forgot completely about Chili. So, at the end of the episode, the owner has a new bike and is so happy to have it and says something like, I was getting tired of the old one. And the kid's name isn't that important. It's not actually even listed in the wiki. So, the chance of us seeing this kid again, there's a relatively slim chance, so that's why I didn't go back and get the name from the episode or write it down while watching it. But Chili gave his art key to Akinori. And Akinori's like, I already have a bike, man. And Chili is like saying, Master, I will follow you. And what makes that funny to me is you have this inanimate object, this bike saying, I'll follow you. And I'm imagining the bike following him to the end of the earth. So he renamed Chili to Charlie as a joke, and the bike kind of fell in love with the name, and that was it for both of these episode reviews. So if you guys want more reviews for the Yokai Watch Shadowside anime, please leave a like down in the bottom, or like go for this video is a amazingly high 10 likes. I'll still possibly do a episode review regardless for episode 3 that comes out here in a couple of days. But those 10 likes would show me that you want more of this content. I've been Terry with Genkigamingtv, and I'm out of here. Want to give an extra special thanks to my friend Lucas Diamond. His link will be down in the description below for this amazing song that he created for the channel. Till next time, guys, goodbye.